You're posting consistently, you're showing up on stories, you're even using all of the freaking trending audios that all of these people say to use. The boxes are checked off. You're not getting any inquiries and it's starting to feel like a toxic relationship, or if it's even worth your time to keep marketing on Instagram in general. So instead of going stir crazy scrolling on social media, asking Google, or even asking ChatGPT, because it's 2025, let's be real, however you want to search for a solution, you found this video, so that means that all of those feelings are going to stop right here, right now. So today I'm going to break down the 4 main reasons why the content that you're posting on Instagram is not converting into actual dream client inquiries and how to get things moving again. And no, before I keep going, you do not need to have a crap ton of followers. On my Elevated Education Instagram here only have a little over 1,000 followers, and I'm still consistently booking clients and seeing recurring revenue come through each month. And also on my photography business's Instagram, because I have 2 companies, sure, I have a little bit over 15,000 followers, but I've actually lost followers in like the past year. I have lost followers and I'm still booking clients consistently. So no, just remember, followers do not mean anything here, and we can definitely get things moving for you no matter how many followers you have, no matter what your Instagram experience is, and also no matter what niche you are in your business. Also, I literally haven't even introduced myself. So if we haven't met yet, my name is Kaylee and I'm a business coach for service providers who want to grow your business sustainably, book more dream clients, but literally do not include any of the bro marketing or the sleazy sales tactics. So pretty much forget everything that you've ever been told on social media about growing a business. And I'm over here teaching you how you can do it slowly, intentionally, and in a way that actually feels like you. I started my first business in 2018 and I invested way too much time, energy, and money, more than I would like to admit, into trying to figure out how to book consistent clients for my first business. I am also a photographer, in case you didn't know. And now I'm here literally 7 years later teaching you how to do the exact same thing. So I'm super pumped about it. Also, this is the second video in my series, Booked Out Basics, where I'm teaching you exactly how to, as a service provider, book out your calendars consistently and implement strategies that are going to help you achieve this, but also not lose your mind during the process. So stick around if that interests you, because I'm going to be posting weekly videos. Okay, as you have probably figured out by now, I was born a yap. So let's just get straight into it, because there's literally so many juicy things that we're going to get into. Actually, I didn't like that word. I don't like the word juicy. There's so many fun things that we're gonna get into. And it starts with understanding that, number 1, the average conversion rate for Instagram, this is, mind you, what the statistic says, okay? This is not me pulling this information up. This is just like the generic Instagram marketing's number that you will find anywhere online and a lot of articles written about it. The average, right? The average conversion rate for Instagram is anywhere from 0 to 3%. So I want you to think about that number as we move forward, okay? That's gonna be the benchmark that we're gonna be using whenever you're measuring your success, quote unquote, while we go over these 4 things. Also, another disclaimer, my AC just turned on. It is literally 110 degrees today in Arizona. I have all of the blinds open in my apartment and the sun is just coming through. Okay. So please, I'm so sorry. My AC literally blows right on me where I'm sitting at in my couch, and it's a little bit annoying, but I'm not gonna turn it off. I don't want to melt. Okay, 0 to 3%. That's the benchmark. Number 1, we're going to get right into it. I promise. So reason number 1 for why the work that you're doing on Instagram is not actually getting you leads that will convert to bookings is because you are focused on creating content for views and not content for conversions. In the service provider world and in running your own business, conversions equals inquiries. Content that gets views is viral content. Content that gets inquiries is strategic content. So I'm not saying that you do this, but I'm just saying maybe let's have a little bit of like a self-reflection moment here. Maybe you're trying to replicate what's already been done before because you've seen it work so freaking well for all these other business owners. They're going viral. They seem like they're doing great. They're getting followers. They've got momentum, right? So you start doing those things and implementing those things in your business as well. This has been actually programmed into our brains because a lot of the other marketing advice and strategic growth tips that you see online is literally geared towards study your market, take a look at what's working for them, and then implement it into your own business. But I gotta be so freaking for real right now with you. That has turned into one of the worst things that you can actually do right now whenever it comes to creating content that's going to convert for your target audience with your business. So instead of trying to focus so hard on what's working well for other people, also because this is just a totally other rabbit hole that I can go down deeper into in another video, but it leads you into almost mentally making yourself go stir crazy because you end up comparing what you're doing to what other people are doing because you see it work for them. So let's just completely forget about that. I don't want you to do that going forward, okay? Instead of thinking about what's working well for other people, guess what? You're not an employee of that other person, nor are you an investor or a founder for that business. You are here focusing on your business. So I want you to think about what your dream clients are craving. I'm 25 years old, okay? I was born in the year 2000, which means I grew up in that awkward time span, right? Of you grew up with technology, but also without technology, okay? So we didn't have iPads. Whenever I was in elementary school, at least in middle school, we didn't have that yet. We were starting to get them whenever I was in like 7th grade, but we didn't have iPads. We had to actually take tests on pen and paper. And what we had were those freaking folders, which were so annoying, and you literally had to like write your answers like this. The folders that your teachers would like make you put up on your desks so that way your neighbor or someone couldn't like cheat off of you. That's how I want you to picture running your business and creating your Instagram content right now, is that you literally have this little like folder around you and you are just locked in, honed in on doing what you're doing right now in your business. No one else, okay, is allowed into this space right now, and I don't want you to be paying attention to their space either. So that's how we're going to focus going forward and implementing the rest of number 1, and then steps 2, 3, and 4 to make sure that your Instagram marketing actually converts. Because at the end of the day, you need to be creating content for your dream clients, because someone else's follower account or someone else's clients aren't going to pay your bills. Your clients are going to be paying your bills and keeping the doors open to your business. Okay, so you get the concept. Now, what exactly does this look like? This means thinking about, okay, I'm a service provider. What exactly am I doing? I'm showing up and I'm providing a solution to a pain point. Okay, a pain point for who? Your target audience. So that's where you need to start. Think about trying to get inside the minds of your buyers, inside of the clients that you want to be working with. What do they need more of? What do they need less of? What's currently working in their life? What's not working in their life? And how can you frame your service or your offer to be the solution for that? That looks like shifting from posting content that's just educational, helpful, inspirational, the cliche, icky content pillars I will talk about later. But that means that you need to stray away from that and just posting generic, not very helpful content to problem aware and solution aware content. Because problem aware is going to be you literally listing out the symptoms that your target audience is experiencing in your content so you can make them more aware of, oh my gosh, wait, that's literally what I'm feeling. This person gets it. So then you can shift into solution aware content. And when you switch to solution aware content, that looks like, okay, so now your target audience is primed to realize, oh my gosh, yeah, these are the problems that I'm experiencing. I can recognize this by the symptoms that this business, this content, whatever it may be, this content is listing. So now what you're doing is you're then working them through this awareness funnel so that way they can be solution aware. And now you're not just saying, hey, I'm a massage therapist, come and book me for your massage today. Instead, you can say, you've been experiencing X, you've been experiencing Y, so now I'm going to show you how Z can literally be the solution to dissolving all of those problems that you have and giving your target audience that dream outcome that they're so focused on. So remember, creators are focused on creating viral content, but service providers, we need to be focused on creating converting content. Reason number 2, why you're marketing your business on Instagram and not seeing any sort of leads or traction coming through with it for your service-based business is literally going to be because you're not utilizing Instagram stories. Stories are literally the most important sales tool on the entire freaking platform. They're amazing. So if you're only showing the behind the scenes of your business and you're never actually promoting, of course you're not going to see inquiries or leads come through because your content's not working for you. Instead, your focus should be to use a soft selling strategy. These are gold mine because you can reuse them each week to constantly pull people into one of your services or offers. I'm not kidding, okay? Literally, it's a strategy for a reason. It's a strategy and a plan and a framework that is what's the word? I'm just going in circles. That is literally repeatable. That's the word. That is literally repeatable. It's something that you can use over and over and over again. Think about when you cook. If you have a nice stainless steel pan and you are going to cook something in it, you're not going to throw it away afterwards. That is high quality right there. You're going to wash it off and reuse it for years down the road. That's literally what this soft selling strategy is designed to do for your Instagram stories. And if you're sitting there thinking, Kaylee, I literally have so much on my plate. I cannot be posting Instagram stories every single day. Do you not understand how busy I am? I literally have so much to do, blah, 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 blah. Oh my gosh, guess what? Number 1, you're a business owner, you're built different, so sorry. And number 2, it's literally not that deep, okay? I'm not gonna sit here and say that you have to create this high quality Canva promotional graphic with all of these moving parts and professional taken photos, whatever that may look like to you in your head. It's called a soft selling strategy for a reason, which means that we are going to be delicately sprinkling in little ways that we're going to be talking about our services and your offers, okay? And that starts with number 1, sharing something that could be important to you, number 2, important to your message, or number 3, just something simple that gives your target audience a way to connect with you, the business owner, and your brand. I told you it wasn't that deep, okay? And I stick to what I say. So if you really want to see how it's actually not that deep and it's very easy to do, then down below in the link in the description, it's going to be the second link down below in that description. I have a freebie for you. It's literally a PDF of 15 Instagram story prompts that you can use. They're designed to be plug and play, okay? So you can read through these, pick one that you like and go, oh my gosh, amazing, light bulb moment. I know exactly how I can direct this back to my service. And you're going to use that prompt and you're going to create a story selling set and you're going to share it on your Instagram stories because it's literally that easy and it's designed to do most of the work for you. All you have to do is just use a small part of your brain. This is literally what July's monthly training focus was on for the Growth Lab and inside of the Starter Vault. And if you don't know, the Starter Vault and the Growth Lab are my monthly business growth memberships that are either $7 or $12 a month. And my students inside of the Growth Lab tier, which you get 2 trainings each month, you get one simple training that's inside of the Starter Vault and then a training extension. They literally got the roadmap that I'm talking about right now, the 5-day Instagram story selling strategy. Holy cow. That's so hard to say. The 5-day Instagram story selling strategy plan. Why is that so hard to say? They literally got all of that, 2 trainings on it, and 2 implementation resources, which then turns into 4 pieces of content for just $12 a month. And they're going to get access to this for the next 6 months. So it's amazing. Okay. I'm literally teaching you exactly how to create that cast iron, or what did I say? That stainless steel example where it's a high quality piece that you have. It's a framework, it's a plan that you can reuse for years down the road, but also just reuse it each week to continue selling another one of your services or a different level of your services. And it's so freaking easy. So whenever you go to talk about your services on your Instagram stories, if you want to get link clicks that look like this, then I would highly recommend clicking the first link down in the description below and joining the Growth Lab, because honestly, the Growth Lab is the better bang for your buck. You also get way more for just an extra $5 a month. So yeah, sorry for a little bit of a shameless plug there, but I just thought it was really important and I wanted to share it with you because you would be getting so freaking much that is about this topic in particular, and it breaks down everything that I just shared with you, but also so much more. So that way you don't lose your mind and your engagement doesn't tank, but also you as a business owner cannot feel so icky and salesy whenever you go to sell and talk about your services, which is so funny how we literally as business owners, right? We will be like, oh, I don't want to like scare people away, but you're literally a business and you have to book clients and you have to make money somehow. That starts with talking about your service. But for some reason, you don't want to do it. So instead of feeling back into a corner, that's totally fine because it's a natural, icky way. It shows that you're a good person, right? To not want to feel icky. Instead of feeling backed into a corner whenever you're thinking about it, this is going to help you do it in an authentic, natural, and an easy to implement way. So as long as you're watching this before December 31st, 2025, then you will still get access to this training. If you sign up literally right now, you'll get access to the past 6 months of trainings, and that is one inside. Okay, so moving on to number 3, your audience doesn't know what you actually do, which literally ties into point number 2. If it's not 100% obvious what you do, of course no one's going to inquire because confused people never buy, right? You want to know exactly what you're getting. You want to know exactly who you're speaking to. My dog's coming up here to hang out. You want to know exactly who you're going to be speaking to whenever you work with someone. You want to know exactly what you're going to be getting. You also want to know if someone's going to be a right fit. I could literally keep going on and on and on about what buyers want to know, but you have to be clear and concise over and over and over again, so that way it clicks and people are like, oh, I know exactly what she does. So that way they have all the information needed and know why they need to work with you. And this is honestly the part where about 90% of service providers fall short, because there is a big difference between just posting educational and helpful content, but then actually posting about your services so people know what you do. So you may be thinking, oh, but I am posting all this content. I'm literally posting so much. Why are people not wanting to work with me? Well, ask yourself this. Are you posting, or at least you have subtly programmed into your brain, to post your content revolving around educational, promotional, and inspirational content? If your answer is yes, then congratulations, you've been served bullcrap on a silver platter. And I am going to be so blunt with you right now because this is so hard and it's like literally insane. So I'm just going to like do a little bit of a 180-degree flip inside of your brain to show you how exactly to think about posting your content going forward, because just posting educational, helpful, promoting here and there, but focusing on, oh, post more valuable content, post more educational content, that doesn't make someone want to work with you. That's like, okay, cool, this is great. And then they swipe because you kind of just solved their problem right then and there. You almost completely got rid of the demand for your services. They don't need you if you solve their problems in one Instagram carousel. So here's exactly what you want to do instead. Instead, I want you to reframe your content pillars around the different services that you offer in your niche. For example, if you're a wedding photographer or you're a photographer in general, like me, okay? That's why I'm using this as an example. So if you are a photographer and you do weddings, families, couples, branding, portraits, right? So maybe you do like a bunch of different things. I personally do. I like doing a bunch of different things. So let's just say that you offer a bunch of different types of packages and services and you work with a ton of different people. Well, your content pillars should literally be designed for the different services that you have. Same rules apply if you're a personal trainer or literally any other service provider out there. If you are a personal trainer and you offer in-person 3-month fitness programs, say you offer online fitness coaching programs, or maybe you even have like this third little like micro service that you offer that can be added on to one of the first two, where you offer like nutrition coaching or whatever it may be that literally aligns. So it's like an adjacent service, but it aligns with the direct result that you're giving your clients in the first or second tier. Those are going to be your different content pillars, the different services that you offer, because that's the different way. Those are the different ways that people can work with you. Now, underneath each of those content pillars, you're going to have the educational, promotional, inspirational, whatever it may be. You can do whatever you want, but remember how I told you we're going to be doing like a 180 flip? I want you to first, instead of thinking about the purpose, think about the service. So think about the service, right? So if you sorry, I'm flip-flopping so much, going back to the photographer example. If you offer brandings, weddings, families, portraits, and couples, right? If you offer those 5 things, maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Well, maybe this week what you want to focus on is trying to book more wedding clients. So maybe what you can do inside of your feed, this is inside of your feed, is you can post 2 different posts, maybe one reel and then one static post or a carousel about weddings, and then you sprinkle in, maybe on Monday you do something about families, Tuesday, weddings, Wednesday, branding, Thursday, weddings, Friday, portrait, whatever it may be, your families again, whatever it may be, whatever your focus is on selling that week, you have to post about it. So that way there's constantly a rotating theme of the different services that you offer, but your purpose for each post on those days will fall under educate. So maybe here I'm going to provide some tips for a bride, or maybe this next post I'm going to showcase the behind the scenes of a wedding day. Come along with me photographing a wedding as a wedding photographer in Dallas, or whatever it may be. Or say you're going to showcase behind the scenes of like a client planning call that you had, so before the wedding day even came. But under each content pillar, so your service, you can talk about it in different lenses, haha, pun intended, and different themes, a part of your business, to have a different purpose, to draw people in, to talk about it over and over again, but not in a repetitive or annoying way, but making sure that you're constantly posting about what you offer, so it's easy for your audience when they come to your profile to see what you do, what you're about, and to quickly learn about your process and your way that is going to differentiate you from everyone else in your niche. And number 4 is that you don't have an intentional client journey in place. And before I yap about this, I need another coffee break. There's 4 shots of espresso in that bad boy today. Whew.
I like it a lot.
Now, most people think I'm going to post content and I'm going to hope someone wants to work with me. Terrible thing to do. Just posting content itself does not create demand, okay? You have to understand the minds of your buyers and give them a journey or a roadmap to follow in order to get them to the destination where you want them to go. Yeah? If you're going to go on a first date with someone, you want to figure out if this person is going to be worth your time. You have literally so much to figure out if this person is going to be a life partner or not. Okay, but picture that you literally don't talk about anything. Say the first date is like an hour and a half and you go to dinner and you literally don't talk about anything. I'm talking like it's awkward silence, like pretty much most of the time. You ask them questions, they're probably giving you one-word answers, there's a lot of silence, they're probably just talking about themselves most of the time, and also like being a little bit inconsistent, okay? They're not giving you much to go off of. Mind you, you're trying to figure out if this person is going to be a lifelong partner, okay? Are they worth your time getting to know further? Are the values aligning? Do you have anything in common? Okay, you'd probably leave that dinner and go, what a loser. I am not going on a second date with that guy. This is literally what it's like marketing on Instagram. I'm not freaking kidding you right now. Because if you don't give your audience anything to go off of, you don't allow them to get to know you or your business, and you don't invite them to be a part of something bigger than just another platform. And if you don't give before you take, then they're literally not going to have anything to relate to. And congratulations, you were up here and now you just got bumped down. You got demoted. You just got bumped down to literally be on the same playing field as everyone else in your niche. So every single thing that you post on Instagram, one should have purpose and two should lead them down and further along that funnel, that journey, whatever it may be, where you need to go, okay, cool, you don't know me, now you know me, you're experiencing my content, you see the link in my bio, you see my highlights, you see my content, you see what I'm about. Maybe you want to click that link and go and inquire with me. There needs to be multiple steps to make that happen. It's not going to happen the moment someone sees your reel for the first time or just because they scrolled a little bit and they're like, sounds good, I'll inquire. Like, no, you need to hold their hand through the process and allow them to get to know you first. That's what's going to make them build an emotional connection from your page and also to experience your content in a different way, right? A way that's specifically created for your dream clients because you don't want to attract anyone. You just want to keep people around that are genuinely a good fit to work with you, right? And the right ones will continue down that funnel, down that journey to then get to your contact page, which is ultimately where you want people to end up. Social media has become, unfortunately, such an overstimulating place where it's not that simple anymore to just expect your target audience to know what their next move should be. I know it sounds silly, but it's true. And guess what? I hate to be the one to tell you, even though you probably already know, but you're not the only one in your niche. You're not. There's probably hundreds of other people, if not thousands of other people in your niche doing the exact same thing. This is because with the rise of social media and with people realizing that they can literally make money from anywhere and work from home, everyone and their mama discovered that, oh my gosh, if I start a business, I could literally have a business up and running by tomorrow and start working with people and making my own money. And what did this do? It increased the supply, which ultimately, when you look at it from a very zoomed out lens, it decreases the demand of service providers in your niche. However, that's looking at it from a zoomed out lens, right? Increase in supply, decrease in demand. But if we zoom in again, right? Sometimes an increase in supply actually increases the demand for you. And this is what I mean. Basically, just because there's an increase in supply of service providers does not mean that there is an increase in supply of people who can provide a great client experience, especially before they even work with you. And this is a freaking gap that you can use to your advantage in your niche no matter how saturated it is. Take it from me. I'm in two insanely oversaturated markets. Wedding photography and photography in general, and freaking business strategy for marketing and sales, coaching in general, right? Talk about one of the most oversaturated markets. I'm in them, baby. I'm in them. So keep that in mind. The easier you make it for your target audience to make a move, the more likely they're actually going to. If someone goes to your link in your bio and they see that you don't even have a freaking website and you're just operating off of a Canva link, boom, demoted.
You're fired!
Not as professional, not as easy to navigate. If someone clicks on your profile and they want to see more of what you're about and your bio literally says nothing helpful or informational and you have no highlights, boom, demoted. Okay, you're not giving them much to work off of. If someone goes to your profile and they scroll through your content and they're confused as to what you even offer, you probably don't even have a pinned post, they can't find your name, they don't see what you look like, they have no personal connection with you, boom, demoted.
Yeah.
You see what I'm getting at here? Do you see how it's super important to literally organize and curate a profile that does more than just pleases the algorithm, but also is literally created to serve your target audience before they even inquire with you? My main point is this. Just because there's an increase in supply does not mean that there isn't an increase in clarity, in a great experience before they even work with you, or in concise content. There we go. I will end it there. So to recap, if you're not booking clients by marketing on Instagram, take a look at these 4 things. Number 1, what does your content strategy look like? Number 2, how exactly are you showing up on your Instagram stories? Number 3, is it clear what you even offer? And number 4, what does that path look like that people need to take to get to where you want them to get to? So if this video helped make you realize that your Instagram strategy needs a little bit of marketing love, then please come and join the Growth Lab. I'm not freaking kidding. Yep, sorry. Here's another shameless plug, but I'm not even kidding. It's literally just $7 for the starter vault, but $12 a month for the Growth Lab. $12 a month. I literally spent $11 on my coffee this morning at Dutch Bros. But my whole point is this. If you got Chick-fil-A this week, if you went out and got takeout, you're probably looking at spending anywhere from $15 to $25 on one meal for getting takeout. Say you do that once a week. Okay, if you're spending on average $20 a week, 4 times a month, that's $80 a month. And that's not growing your business. You got to eat, sure, but there's a cheaper way to do that. But I'll be completely honest with you. The cheaper way to grow your business is inside of the growth lab, okay? High value, low cost. That's all I'm going to say. You literally heard me talk about it before. If you want to get more information on it, you can click the first link in the description box below. It'll take you to the landing page that I have. I'm an open book. If you have any questions, leave a comment below or message me on Instagram at Elevated Education Co. And I will literally answer any question that you want before you join, just to give you some clarity and also to make sure that it is the right fit for you. But there's so much information on the landing page down below. Click it, take a look at which tier is better for you, Starter Vault or Growth Lab, even though the Growth Lab is the better bang for your buck. Take a look at what's inside so you can see what trainings are waiting for you and you can see exactly what you'll learn before you even join. Come and be a part of a community that's here to uplift you, support you, and also I will be there to answer any questions throughout any of the trainings that you have. That way, if you have a question going through a training, you're never left stuck with a dead end. I will literally help you surpass that because I would freaking love to see you inside. But also don't forget that weekly videos are coming. Video number 3 is going to be coming next week for my Booked Out Basics series, helping you get fully booked out as a service provider to actually have strategies that are going to help you book more clients and not make you burn out. Okay, alrighty. Goodbye. Content that gets views. Nope. What does demoted mean? Did I use that word right? Yeah. Nice. I have a tendency of using words incorrectly sometimes, so I had to double check that one. I was getting a little bit heated there for a second. One moment. No, okay.